I know this is bold, so let me try something else. That's a little bit more like it, a little bit more wearable. Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you this look right here, and it is my recreation of the MILK1422 face chart. I love this guy. I have recreated his face charts before and today is no exception. This rhinestoney, very evening, outside the box look is exactly what I'm doing today. I hope you enjoy. If you would like to see a tutorial for this, then just keep on watching. Okay, who's excited? I know I am, but I'm boiling. So if you see sweat dripping off my face, you know why. The makeup look is strangely really simple. It only seems complex, but I love doing this. Putting a warm brown crease and then whatever colour you want on the lid, and it always looks stunning. It is exactly what we are doing today. As the base, obviously the jewels will add that little bit of oomph. The palette that I'm using today is yet again the Cannibal Palette from Be Perfect with Stacey Marie. I'm using the first one. I have no idea why I'm using it again. It's probably because the third one came out and it's one of my absolute faves, I'm gonna be honest. You've seen this on my channel over and over again. I have hit pan on 3 of the shades, which does not happen often with my eyeshadow palettes. I'll be honest. I'm gonna start off with the eyes. I'm going to prime them, and today I'm using one of my absolute faves, the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and I have the shade Porcelain, and it is pretty fair. I want the eyeshadows to pop, so I always take a lighter base. Let's get on with the eyeshadow. I'm going to start off by taking the shade Basic, and I'm putting the shade in my crease and just slightly above. And now all you need is windshield wiper motions to blend this out. You want to aim towards your brow. Don't actually hit your brow with the eyeshadow. You want it quite close but not in your brow. To achieve an even nicer blend, I'm taking a clean brush and just blending out the edges. I'm going to deepen this crease just ever so slightly a bit more, and I'm taking Rowdy, but I'm not taking a lot. I don't want it to be like super smoky, I just want a little bit of depth, and I'm putting Rowdy in my actual crease. This is so pigmented. I sometimes forget how pigmented this palette is. Remember when I said I only want a little bit? Well, looks like I'm taking a lot. And I am blending this into the previous shade. I'm just not blending it out as much. I did not meant to have it this dark. It was meant to be a hint of that darker brown. But that's okay. There's actually another eyeshadow palette that I cannot wait to have, and it is the Pure Raw Beauty Christie palette. I did order it on the restock. I did try to get it on the launch day, but it was even worse than Love Haiti, the Stacey Marie launch. I was so stressed. It was a presidential election on that night as well, so like a Polish presidential election, so the emotions were through the roof. Okay, I've achieved this. This eye is way too dark from what I wanted, but it's fine. It's gonna look fine. And I went back and forth deciding whether I should cut my crease or not, because those rhinestones actually hide the crease a little bit. But you know me, I like some accuracy, maybe not with this. So I am going to cut my crease by cleaning that area first with a Q-tip and some makeup remover. I've cut my crease a little bit too high. Look at me talking about accuracy and I can't even cut my crease right. Time for some concealer on a flat brush, and I'm going to fill in that negative space. So I actually don't know what to do for the outer corner, but I'm just going to leave it and probably add a little bit of brown and like mix the blue. So you kind of want to make a full cut crease, but like quite round, so it finishes on the outer corner of your eye like that. And now the very fun part, we need to fill this in. There isn't a matte white in this eyeshadow palette, so I'm just going to use my face palette that I will be using later on. It just happens to have a white shade. You just need a white eyeshadow. And you need to set almost a half of your lid with this, and that is because I'm now going to take the sky shade, the lighter blue in the palette, very little. I'm just going to build it gently, or at least try. And with a fluffy brush, I'm going to gently build it and place this in the middle of my lid. Blend it in. You want like a light blue, basically, like a super light blue. And then it's going to get darker and darker on the outer corner. Can you see what I mean? And finally, I'm going to take Mood, the darker blue, so I can put it on the very outer corner. I'm trying to kind of make like a decent outer corner. If you look at the face chart, it just kind of stops. I'm going to go back to my brown brush and kind of just merge the two. I'm going to quickly do the other eye off camera, so I shall see you in a second. I know the makeup at this point looks very, very messy, but I promise you it will come together. However, temporarily I'm going to move on to my base, and for my foundation today I'm going to use the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie foundation. I love the way it looks. I love that it's full coverage. The only thing I don't like about this foundation is the fact it's not long wearing. And now it's time for my staple products. The Revolution Fast Base Foundation in F14 to contour my face. For my concealer, I'm using the same concealer I used on my eyes, and it is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I have the shade Porcelain number 2, and I'm using this to highlight my face as well. To powder my under eye and the center of my face, I'm going to use my absolute favorite powder, the RCMA No Color Powder. And what I usually do is take the excess from my under eye and the center of my face, the areas that I powdered, and I use whatever the brush picked up and I kind of spread it around. So I kind of set my whole face, but not really, you know what I mean? I do need just a little bit more definition to my cheeks, so I'm going to take the palette that I was using for the white eyeshadow. I use the Fair Affair on my eyes, but I'm going to use the Contour and Coco Loco just mixed together, and I'm going to add just a little bit more bronzer and contour to my cheeks and my forehead. I can't decide whether to use the Peach Beach blush from this palette or mix my favourite. Let's try Peach Beach. Yeah, that looks fine. For my face highlight, I'm going to use the Cannibal Palette. I like to take Moony and highlight my face. It has a beautiful gold reflection, but it does give me like a little bit of a cast, so it's very important to blend it in. Okay, and that is my base done. Let's get back into the eyes. On the face chart, the lower lash line seems very, very simple. All you need is to build the gradient of the blue. So I'm starting off with the lighter blue called Sky, and I'm putting this on 2/3 of my lower lash line. I'm now taking Mood, the darker blue, and putting it on the outer third just to build that depth on the outer corner. And for that inner third, I'm using the Fairer Fair once again, or a white eyeshadow, it's up to you. Okay, to clean up this area to get it nice and sharp, I'm going to use a technique that I'm not sure if I used on camera before, but I'm taking some powder and I'm basically kind of baking that area. Like, I don't mind how blown out this is, I just want to clean it up a little bit. As this bakes, I'm going to do my brows, and of course I'm starting with Revolution Brow Soap. And to give my brows a little bit more definition, I'm taking my pomade and a thin angled brush, and I'm adding individual hair strokes, especially on the tail of my brow, like I said, to define them just a little bit. I have no idea what I've been doing to my brows, but they're just not quite how I want them lately, but it's happening. What's also happening is my inner corner is watering, so that's fun. I'm gonna dust off my bake and hopefully it has cleaned up my outer corner a little bit. Yes, it did. One more thing before I move on to the rhinestones is to have a blinding inner corner highlight. To do that, I'm going to take one of my all-time favorite shades, the same shade I used as my highlighter today. I'm taking Moony and I'm going to foil it. By the way, this will reflect just ever so slightly yellow, so if you want to really recreate that Facechart, don't use this particular shade. You might want to use something that reflects sort of bluey, but I like how this contrasts with the blue. Even adding a little bit of that highlight just lifts the look, makes it look nice. I'm also going to use this shade to highlight my brow bone. And finally, it is time for the rhinestones. I got mine off eBay, and today I'm going to use colourful ones because I need the aqua bluey colours, and I'm thinking about holographic ones or silver, I'm not sure. I'm going to start off with the blue ones, the aqua ones, and I'm gonna see where that takes me. I am sticking the rhinestones on my all-time favourite lash glue, the Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive White/Clear. Because the aqua rhinestones are pretty big, I'm going to mix them with the see-through ones that I have, because I have various different sizes in that one. The little ones are a lot harder to stick on, so take your time. I know it's difficult for me. This took a while, so if you're not patient, you're not gonna like this. So for the rhinestones, I used 4 blue ones on the top and then incorporated clear ones in 2 different sizes, following the natural crease of my eye. And on my lower lash line, I applied 4 clear ones and 1 blue one to stand out. Because this takes a while, I'm gonna do the other eye off camera and I will be right back. That was a mission and a half, but I think it was worth it. I love the rhinestones. I did put them, like I separated them a little bit better here. That looks cool. I love it. I told you it'll come together. It will look even nicer when I put some mascara on, which is exactly what I'm going to do now. And it's also time for some falsies. I'm using Lashes by Lucy and the style is Effortless. Okay, and the final thing is to do the lips. The Facechart has a blue lipstick and I don't know, because I have the Breakfast at Tiffany's from Jeffree Star, which looks very similar to what the Facechart looks like, but there's a part of me that hates this, but there's a part of me that loves this. Okay you guys, so here it is. This is yet another MILK1422 Facechart recreation. This is the blue, sparkly, rhinestoney makeup look. Which one do you like better, the natural one or the outside the box one? I like the monochromaticness of the blue one, but I think it might just be a little bit too light for my complexion, and it makes my teeth look very, very yellow. But I love this look, I love the rhinestones. It does take a while, so bear that in mind. Please let me know down in the comments below what you think of this look. Do you like it? Do you not? Would you wear it? Would you not? And let me know what you want to see in the future. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that, please like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. You are the best, and I hope to see you next time.